All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Good evening, wherever you are. Welcome back to yet another little live stream. What are we going to do today? May you ask? Well, let me put out a quick little tweet as well on this. Let me do this. Today we're gonna be on a hunt for some animals, y'all. We're gonna check out, see what has some animals, see what doesn't, see where Price wants to go. Does my camera look fucking blurry like that? Is it? No, it looks fine. It's just on stream for some reason. It looks a little. I think it's the quality. Let me check that out. Make sure my quality is good. Oh yeah, that's perfect. All right, beautiful. Let's dive. Let's review some in queue. See what we did on this previous week. Right. Let's check out the plays that we had from this previous week, and then we'll go right into our little crypto charts. You see, we're kind of opening up right now with a little bit of a push down. This took. Sheep. The only thing I don't like about Sheep is the fact that we just took that previous day high. This animal. I like the fact, okay, Doge, I like the fact that we came up above this liquidity, right? Came up above that. Came up above this liquidity, and now we might look for a possible retest on it. So let's see. If you guys do want to see more of these, give it a like, give it a share, give it up for everybody. Share the stream. Let me do another thing. All right. Let's see. Sorry. I still didn't do what I wanted to fucking do. Good Lord. Fucking everywhere. All right. Let's do this. All right, that's done. Cool. Let's get back into it. All right, let's stick a gander. Some of these names, some of these things. See, I'm trying to see if Benji wants to get in here. See if Benji wants to join in on this shit. We'll take a look, and we'll also look at the names that we mentioned last night. So some of those names last night, what did I say? Zai and ANKR Anchor. We'll take a look at those. So let's get cooking here. All right, let's first of all let's look at these charts, right? So what do we have over here? Friday range, if we outline a little thing on the Friday range, it's going to give us the Asian. Actually, I think I might have that. Yeah, I do have it. All right, right. That gives us a nice little bottom right here. A little secret sauce from the Timmy himself. Let me ask him. Let me double check that. Range. All right. So let me send this out to those in our Discord. So if you guys are not in, should check it out, www.papertraders.io. Check that out. Beautiful stream, beautiful everything. All right. Cool. All right. So what we got? All right. Let's take a gander here on our Monday setup. So what did we have? I mostly traded on Monday. I just traded overnight. All right. So we had this range right here. We had this liquidity over here. We kind of took a gander over here. Had an order block right there. Right. Order block formed a price action. We're dipping below after tapping some levels right here. Right. Dipping below, sipping on some fucking coffee. Dipping below after taking out liquidity, right? Have liquidity to the downside, kind of that we want to reach. Price retraces over here into this order block, and then a continuation down from it, right? There's our order block right there. Price comes into it during Asian session. Manipulation below and provide us with a projection to the upside, right? So we have this projection off of this manipulation. What do we have? -3, -3.5, right? What else do we have above? We have a nice little fair value gap off of that sell-off, right? We could have easily played this nice little rejection as well. Continuation down, come into this liquidity, right? Price kind of sweeps it. Don't necessarily hold it too well with the bodies, but right from this point on, we kind of draw out our manipulation leg like this right here. Let's do this right there, right? That's our projection. What do we have? Prices retracing to 705. What else do we have? This order block right here. Order block right there. Price retracing into here. A nice little continuation up. Also, if you guys have any questions at any point or anything, if you just want to chat, just type your shit in the chat. Let's have some conversations. Let's keep it flowing. All right. What do we have up top right there? We have this nice little gap, this little pre-market gap or whatever, opening gap, whatever you want to call it. Price continues up into it, hits the -3, and then we reject down. All right, that played out fucking nicely. So that was our Monday. Those are our Monday setups. Let's go into Tuesday. Tuesday. Similar thing over here, right? I can drag this out because we didn't end up reaching it. But right here, right, we have our manipulation leg right there. Price kind of consolidating, right? What don't we do from consolidations? We don't reverse from consolidations. So price comes over here, taps into this fair value gap, as well as this retesting the low that was broken with displacement. So this is our little market structure shift, change of character, whatever you want to call it. Right. Price comes into it, taps it, we sell down, taking out these liquidities, right? We could have just played it to this liquidity, but we still have some of those liquidities on the left, right? Look at that. We can outline this bad boy right here. Right there. So price retraces into here, right? I can get rid of this bad boy. Price retraces into here. We take this manipulation leg, the very last manipulation leg that we had. Price comes into it. A little overnight, taps it, 786, rejection back down, right? And into continuation. What can we do from here? All right, what do we got on do we have our Tuesday? Yeah, we do have our Tuesday enabled. But from here, right, we didn't do much, I don't think. Yeah, sweep the liquidity. You can add displace above. So we had a little 1 minute fair value gap right there as well. But right there, right, our last manipulation leg. Let's take that. Measuring this out. Where do we come down to? -2.5, -2.618. Almost to a T. And then we continue up from there. This gave us a nice little outside hour over here, right? This is the previous hourly. This marks the new hourly candle, this color. Hourly sweep, right? Not necessarily anything. Let's see at 55. Yeah, not necessarily anything significant, and just a continuation down. Need to write down something. I need a back test from ICT this morning, 7 to 9 a.m. Let's continue, right? Sweep this liquidity. We still had a bunch of shit to the top, right? Like this wick right here, this wick right there, this wick right here, this liquidity right there. So once price comes over here, this is when we can start looking for those setups, right? And if we scroll, zoom out, zoom down to the 1 minute, we can take a gander here, right? There's our sweep of liquidity. There's our fair value gap. You can see this candle comes into this fair value gap and then a continuation up. So if I'm going too fucking fast, tell me. I like to be fast with it. -5, right? Pretty fucking close. -4, -3.5s, -2.618 lining up with liquidities. That's enough for us, right? As long as we see something lined up with the liquidity, that's all we're looking for from our fibs. Or at least that's how I play fibs, is I like to look for liquidity, and if price comes into it, or if I have a price point that lines up with a with my fib extension, that is more than enough for me in order to continue to the downside or upsides. Thursday. Or are we on Wednesday? Oh, Wednesday. I did not do anything Wednesday. I think. Oh, I had other work obligations Wednesday, so we didn't really outline anything. But okay, let's take a look here. Right, Asian session. So initially, I believe we were rejecting 50% of this wick, right there on the hourly or on the 5. So right, could not clear above the 50% of this wick. First of all. So that kind of gave us a nice little leg down of like, okay, well, we're not displacing that. So it looks like we might continue on down. Over here, nice little last manipulation leg right there. Right? What can we do over here? Sweep of liquidity. Let's outline our standard deviation to the bottom. Right here, price swept that liquidity in this area. And then we continued on down, right? Where do we hit? -4s. -4, -5 delivery, final little delivery to the downside. Throughout this whole thing, right, we can take this range, can see, okay, well, this candle kind of dips into these candles right there, continues on down, then we form this huge fair value gap and outline that. Price comes into it multiple times, sells back down, right there, 850. What do we do at 930? 930 is kind of wicking around, doing whatever. Comes back up over here. We can also outline this as a range, right? High to low. Come into 705, almost to a T. 618 lines up with a 50% of this fair value gap. And then we continue down. All right, pretty fucking good. Then over here, all right, this is our Thursday journal. All right, similar thing. Our very last, well, let's see, Asian session, right? Manipulation during Asian session. Where does it give us? -4 right there of that session. We can't get above the -4 right here. We have our last manipulation leg right there, right there in London. Still have Asian lows to the bottom, right, since price took it out. It's the same thing that we keep talking about, that chart that I always post on my screen of the of what Asian session does and then what the actual session does. Just kind of looking at those things, right? Where does price want to go? How does it want to continue? Yep. Oh, hold up. Hold the fuck up. My little God. Hello? Oh my goodness. Hold on, let me put you on here. All right. But we got Mr. Benji in the fucking house now too. Oh, fucking come on, I need this.
The money is made
Mm-hmm.
during the week. That is just execution. But it's times like this where you are actually putting yourself in position to make some bread doing this shit.
Yep. Got Benji in the fucking house, y'all. Timmy's in here too.
Timmy,
I don't know if he's listening. Just covering some things right here. Sorry, I didn't know if you like hit me back.
No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're good.
I just assumed you were gonna be in here.
Oh.
So then I just joined waiting for you.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
I was like,
you're good.
I was like, if nobody's on, I'll just keep to myself. But glad I checked the Discord. I was like, nice.
Me freaking too. If it went too long, I would have messaged you. Like, yo.
Yeah. Waiting for fucking 20 minutes. Like, yo, this guy just don't want to hang out with me. What's going on?
That's what I'm saying.
All right. Let's continue Thursday. I just want to cover these and then we can kind of go over into spewing some fucking bullshit, hanging out, looking at some.
Good. I'm following along.
Cryptos, riptos. Yeah. All right. So last manipulation leg over here, right, during London session. Typically after like 2 a.m. before the market opens, have a nice little manipulation. Price retraces into OT right here. We have the liquidity to the downside. We have everything outlined, right? This gives us all of the projections. Negative 4326, nicely delivered, right? And then we have this fair value gap right there, also delineated already. Hit the 50% of it, and then just absolute fucking rocket off of that shit. Nice little LRLR to the downside, right? So just kind of a little grind up, not necessarily making a lot of displacement. Nice little displacement over here, right? That's like first of the many, or just like one of the few that we had to the downside on this big candle, right? We can take this as we clear this level right there. So we have our market structure shift, right? So then we retrace into here and then sell back down from there. 930 open, just straight flusher. Can stop at this liquidity, can hold it all the way down to here, right? But just kind of trimming along the way so that in case we do, and trailing your stop, in case you do get this fucking big ass reversal, you're not losing a whole lot. Oh, I did have a Wednesday journal outline. I'm just fucking completely outlined the whole thing itself. Oh, never mind. Thing right, retrace into IPG, combine OTE entry right there. Anyways, we outlined it on actual Wednesday, I think, when we did the whole setup. Friday journal. Let's see what we had right here. Right, some liquidities to the downside on Friday. Initially overnight, kind of dipped down, then gave us a nice little projection to the upside, right? We can take this right here, fib that, probably right there, right? 2.5, 618, negative 3 halves, almost 4.326. I'm sure if we played around with this a little bit, that we can get it to where we reject right on there. Yeah, negative 5, 618. If we just take this liquidity candle, or just this little move right there, 5, 618, almost top of that candle. Pretty nice, right? Rejecting fair value gap right there. Nice little move overnight in terms of we had this liquidity right here, actually. Little dip down. We got some shorts on this. Price just took this out. This was, we retraced into the 618 of this range right there, like 786. Let me take the whole leg. Then it's 618. Yeah, that's what I've measured before. But I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to short past that because it looks like we're reversing. Made a little fair value gap that held throughout the night, right? But we still had liquidities to the downside. Some Trump news overnight as well. Then we take the wick, right? I like to measure the wicks as a manipulation sometimes. So I measured this wick. Price comes into the 786. We're still rejecting this previous week high. Still rejecting that. Everybody was screaming, bull up, bull up, bull up. But this was kind of top. The fact that we did not displace this and didn't have a solid close above that was telling us that we're likely to go a little short. So measure that manipulation. Right, price comes in, negative 3 5s, hit our watch for reaction level, 2618. You can see we've had multiple reactions off of it. And then we just kind of fuck around. And that was the week. That was the week. That's what we had on the week. So now we're just going to sit patiently here and watch for a Sunday open. Tomorrow we'll do a live stream. We'll delineate all the levels that are important that we're watching, and then we'll go from there. Now let's take a gander at some of our crypto shit. Doge. Fucking ripper.
Those looks crazy.
Yeah.
I shot a message to Shane about that, like, Friday, I think it was. The daily just looked absolutely nutty.
Mm-hmm. Dude, daily, even look at the weekly. Look at the previous week compared to this fucking week.
Nuts. Absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
And it really does look like it could just do this week 2 or 3 more times up to like the 31 area.
Yep. Like if we realistically, right, I'll hide this. I don't need to watch that anymore. If we take this little as manipulation leg, I mean, -3 lining up pretty fucking nicely right there. -2.5s. So almost 70 cents. Yeah. That's what Shane kind of wants.
Crazy. The chart just looks, these are the type of things that you, as a swaying or even day trader, if you can catch a move like this, that you dream of charts like this.
Yeah. I mean, we got some, at least I got a little bit of the move just because we've outlined this shit for so long. Shane has been pounding the fucking table in terms of this fucking OTE, right? This OTE hold, and this was the setup that we had on a lot of cryptos. OTE plus this fair value gap right there, and price just holding it, all of this. We're getting above the monthly. We were getting above the 200. We had a stream back in April, like 13th. Like we started looking at crypto April 13th through like the 20th. And then we were like, yeah, everything's getting above these fucking levels. So it's looking real fucking nice. And then out of there, it just was insane. Yeah, right here, like 13th is when we were retracing into this initial OTE. Like we retraced right here, right off of this manipulation leg. Kind of came into that 0.5. It was a lot better on like some other cryptos. But that was still just like, okay, well, once we clear this 200 and with this candle we did, from there it was just fucking wait out the chop and you're going. You're fucking going. So it's like,
yeah, it definitely required a lot of patience on one like this.
Yeah.
If you can just be disciplined and hold tight and let that entry come to you and not chase it, it pays off, and you could be a part of an absolute ripper.
That was the same thing on, like, I got a nice one on FET. Like, right, this was the one that I was just like mainly looking at in terms of OTE. Shane was looking at Doge. I was looking at this one. This was nice.
Oh my goodness, I did not see this chart. That's amazing.
Which one? The one that Shane has?
The one you're looking at right.
Oh, the FET.
You're looking at right now. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
that's perfect. You can't ask for anything better than this.
Yep. On this one though, the biggest thing that I had for myself was, I don't know if you saw the fucking animals I've been posting, but this animal,
100%.
I was like,
animals are nuts.
I was like, okay, I'm looking at this, right? I was like, I'm looking at this. We have OTE lined up with this shit. We have above the 200. So I was like, I was so fucking confident in this shit, and it played out nicely. Like the D point, where was this? 0.6256. The low right here was 0.6310. Fucking caught some animals on that shit.
It just gave you so many entries. Because if you didn't, if you somehow missed it for like basically all of April, that run up, and then you just bought the pullback.
Yeah.
That it literally just made a perfect flag.
On this.
Yeah, on that little dip ski right there. Yep. Oh my
I should probably hold
god.
up. Let me stream it here too, so that you're following me, not
Oh, I
watching the
didn't
delayed stream.
I didn't realize. Oh, I guess I did realize
But yeah,
when I heard you back over, and I was just like, I'm in the future.
this right here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, are you kidding me?
Yeah,
that
that
is just like.
pullback.
Mm,
It's insane. Everybody was
that's
screaming
textbook.
like, "Oh yeah, no, we're reversing this fake bull fucking run."
No, man, that's textbook shit right there.
Mm-hmm.
It does not get better than that.
Yeah,
It
literally.
really doesn't.
She's insane.
Like it's
So
like same thing off of when we were selling for ever on ES, and then we
Mhm.
had on Thursday we like took a big dive down. It's just that shit is textbook, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
the early or like late morning, early afternoon sell, it is just doesn't get easier than that.
Yeah, shake some
And like
people
yeah,
out.
right, exactly. That's what they want to do. They want to play these manipulation games.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta trust the process and just understand and read price. Low volume sells by immediate rips off that. It's just I don't know. And just how you guys see it on crypto is beyond me.
Yeah.
Beyond me.
Well, the biggest thing that I've learned from like Shane is just looking at it, and it's really nice that it's a continuous chart. That was like the biggest thing I
Mm,
probably was struggling with in terms of like on futures
right.
was the fact that it wasn't like continuous, right? So like overnight session was fucking me up because I'm like, well, it's like it stopped and then now it's continuing. I don't know if it's gonna gap up, gap down. This is like, dude, you're just watching it tick by tick. Like you can fucking put up a second chart and it doesn't fucking stop going, right? New day rolls over, it doesn't fucking stop. It just continues in. So that's what's nice about
24/7.
crypto.
Well, that's the whole reason I even really switched over to trading. Because originally I would watch SPX and trade SPX,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just missing. Yeah, you have your pre-market and stuff, but not there's not as much information as futures provides.
Yeah.
And a lot of people argue that all of that doesn't matter, it's irrelevant, blah blah blah. Like, but that's just not the case, and that's just bad information to give.
Mm-hmm.
Because the amount of times where we found interest at Globex highs and lows, I don't know how people can just make a claim like that. But besides the point, that's the whole reason why I really got into futures, aside from all the other benefits. It's just that you're giving me all this extra information.
Yep.
I'd be a fool not to study it and not to utilize it to my advantage.
Exactly. Exactly, dude. It's like, yeah, that's the biggest thing I'm like with fucking crypto, dude. It's just like
Yeah.
that continuous information is just like constant flow of just like, okay, well, you have this. Now it's going up, 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 up. Like right now, what do we like? Yeah, everything, all of these manipulation legs look so fucking good. All of these look with -4, -5s, laying up so nicely with everything. The 1618 on that, rejecting off of it. So like right now into at least new weekly open, I would want to see a pullback into everything on this. Like a small little wick of whatever,
Mm.
right? Because of how gnarly these weekly candles are. I would want to see a small little wick into something over here and then a continuation up from there. If this is a true run,
Right.
right? Like the wick doesn't have to be that big, but that's kind of what we want to see.
Yeah, I mean you're always due for some sort of, whether it's a shallow or a deeper pullback.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually somebody's got to take some profit.
Yeah, especially after fucking 50%
Yeah.
fucking day,
Absolutely nuts.
and that's on commons,
Yeah,
right?
right. These people are accumulating and accumulating. If they can get 50 points, like they can get, a third of that. They'll
Mhm.
gladly take out and adjust their positions for sure.
Yep. It's like Let's see. Let's look at some like those ETH. ETH. The animal on ETH was fucking gnarly. Drew this sucker out. We're like, I think we're at the bottom.
That's nuts. Makes me nauseous. That
Yeah.
level of accuracy.
Yeah, the D point on this one was 1386. 1383 was the bottom on here. We're like, let's bounce from there. And look at fucking that. It's fucking insane. Just gnarly.
My eyes don't work like that. I don't know how you can spot shit like that.
It's just like it's the biggest thing is just like noticing those like M's and W's. That's all animals are realistically.
Mm-hmm.
It's just seeing those M's and those W's. Like on this one, right? We had an initial W. Like once you have an initial W, you can kind of gauge your price point off of that. Like this right here. Like that price point, 0.2. What is that? 21764. Oh, I can't fucking read numbers. And the high on this was 0.217. Oh, wait, no, did I? Hold up. No, 764. No, sorry. 764 was the high. 21527 was the animal D point. And then from there, from this, right, this is another retracement that we did. Right here. Into 50%, so into discount. So now kind of looking for the same shit on everything. Looking for these runs to give us a retrace into something. Or even like 4-hour time frame actually. Come down into this leg right there. Like retest monthlies kind of. That would be nice.
Bonk.
Yeah. Bonk went
I
up
like
so
that bonk.
insane. Bonk.
Crypto.
The crypto
I don't even
names.
remember how to. Yeah. Here it is. Oh my God, Shane, how many did you? Oh my gosh, how many are there? Every single one in existence. But I only like highlighted a couple that I really did attention.
Yeah.
They all really do follow similar to an extent.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of one for ones, but
They all kind of run the same pattern. Like that OTE and FVG entry was pretty standard across the board.
yeah, some just kind of fucking bazookaed, but then others are more like you're getting that that flag that was built.
Mm-hmm. Like this one, Orca was still into like OTE. Like a lot of them still like retrace into the OTE, but some of them like fucking shticked. Maker. I have an animal on this one. See if this bitch gives us something. But yeah, there's some names that are just fucking wild. Like some of those like candles, like where it's just like somebody just comes in there, buys the whole fucking shit up, and it just goes for no reason.
Someone's getting like exercised or something and just dumping all of their money into fucking crypto.
Mm-hmm. Like this one, Sui reached yearly open, right? Like some of those names still have not reached yearly opens, but this one had a run before anything else ran. It's like huge ass fucking 81%. Insane. Vet. See, like, yeah, I'd love some retraces on these fucking names. Set some alerts on them. It's like realistically, I see. Fuck, what are we? 4 months into the year. So it's like if the 4 months were the manipulation to the downside and give us that wick, dude, nothing says that we can't like -3s, -3/2, -5s making new highs on these names, right? So it's kind of gnarly.
Yeah, I mean we are so deep into discount right now.
Yeah, like a lot of
that
them. I'm sorry, go ahead.
that I feel like, you know, people are just going to start looking at crypto as like a value play and less
Mm-hmm.
speculation and whatnot, and that there's just money to be made when it's so, you know, in the dumps like this. And
Yeah.
looking at a couple of them, I think the most interesting thing is like the volume is either consistent or picking up as they rip a little bit higher,
Mm.
which is always what I want to see in terms of, you know, seeing continuation is,
Yeah.
you know, if are buyers going to get tired? All right, then you're due for a little bit more of a pullback. But are
Mm-hmm.
you either keeping or increasing that volume as price goes up?
Yep.
Well, then there's some strength behind it there.
Yeah, the biggest thing is probably looking for volume on those sell candles. If the volume is low, it's a
Mm-hmm.
fake move. But a lot of times, majority of the time, it's a divergence
Right.
of like, well, we have this big ass price sell, right? But we have zero fucking volume on it, so it's like
Mm-hmm.
people aren't selling and people aren't buying, right? It's looking at that too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just, are people rebalancing or just are staying on
Mm-hmm.
the sidelines? Because again, at the same time, like, yeah, things are kind of going right now. There is still that bit of uncertainty and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you always have to
For
be,
sure.
you always got to be mindful of that and respect that.
I think
Just
there's
the nature of
definitely
the game.
still a lot of that fucking stigma around crypto that people are still like, I don't know if this is an actual run. Everybody on Twitter, like I was talking to Shane, he was saying that when everybody on Twitter starts going bullish on crypto, that's when we start like selling, looking for the opposite direction. But right now, everybody's just saying, "Oh, this is just a market rally," right? It's like while everybody's saying that, we're just buying those fucking dips. Like this dip, everybody was so fucking scared of. We just came in there,
Yeah,
smacked that bitch.
everyone runs for the hills when there's a little bit of selling.
Mm-hmm. Like a lot of them too. Like not only OTE, but you had that inverse head and shoulder pattern on a lot of these names, where it's like, right, it looked like this was going to be that final sweep of liquidity, right? Right there, for example, on this name, a lot of them did it. Then you have that fake move up, and then they sell from there. So I bet everybody's like, right, oh, it's doing the same thing. But realistically, like looking at it, we came into discount, we did one more sweep, right? That trapping the sellers, and then a fucking absolute destroyer up, fucking face melter. Insane, like Jupiter, Jesus. Jupiter just don't fucking stop.
Yeah, Jupiter I was just looking at stuff. Holy smoke.
She's fucking smoking hot.
Mm-hmm. It just looks like there's not a lot of resistance upcoming until we get another, you know, 12 points.
Yeah,
10
exactly.
points.
Like through here, dude,
Hopefully.
it's
Yeah.
a fucking like just a lot of shit. Like if you even look on the weekly, right? On some of these names, we don't even have fair value gaps to the downside on those weeklies. Like a
Mm-hmm.
lot of that shit just fucking it goes. And it's like, well, we haven't had displacement to the downside. Why are we looking bearish? Right? It was the same thing that we were talking about on what is it? On just like stocks, right? Or
Right.
on crypto. It's like, well, if you haven't had any displacement to the upside, why are we like so concerned that, oh my god, this is going to be the fucking the ripper of the rippers and everything and this and that and the other. All right, similar thing, I think, for us in this environment. Jupiter just fucking going crazy. Good God.
Mm-hmm. Something needs to go. We need something going on because this last week wasn't fun.
Yeah.
There was
Just
some good days, but it's so it's range bound on indices in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just
Yeah, right now it's the same shit of just like consolidating. So likely right next move up could be just that ripper.
mhm. Yeah, like it just looks like it's itching to skyrocket before you
Mm-hmm.
get that initial pullback again and a continuation, or you find out if it was a real pump or not.
Yep.
But you have to hit like at least, what is that, your minus 2.125?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
On Jupiter, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like
But
that should be your
yeah,
goal.
the fact like the way this negative 4236 is lining up with
Mm-hmm.
this liquidity, that's where I would say we will go.
Yeah.
8655, even -5 is lining up nicely with that shit. But like once we get into this area, if we clear this is just LR and clear some of this shit up.
Yeah, who the hell says no at this point?
4236. This one has probably been the most solid fucking runner of them all, like this and Doge. And it's like, pick a few names, like when we were talking about initially when we were starting that crypto shit, pick a few names and just stick to them, just kind of go through them.
Yeah.
So it's like
6 ones with some volume behind them
mm-hmm.
that are more actively traded and not just
Not just the
to a
the
coin
fucking
bullshit.
bump and dumps. This one 2125 lines up nicely too on dot. Polka dot. That one is nice. So I might have to like maybe once they clear that out.
Yeah, if somebody's posting at a party in Las Vegas with a Stein with fucking P coin, that's probably one you don't want to get into.
Yeah, P coin literally. Like that's
Like
the
these fucking people are throwing parties for crypto. I'm just like, you're literally throwing a pumping scheme party. What the hell are you doing?
No, it's the same shit that very similar shit that they did with like NFTs, right? Like the yacht claw, the yacht club and shit like that. Like, all of that.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy stuff goes on in this world, bro. People are just fucking diabolical.
Mm-hmm. it's funny, right?
What we really need to do is we need to, between myself, you, and Shane, we need to just make as much money possible so we can invent something that launches people into the sun. Because there's a lot of people I just need to see get skyrocketed out of here.
Yeah, literally.
Like, it's just nuts. I'm sick of it.
There are quite a few retards in this world, and I don't know what can help fix that. I mean,
there's no fixing.
I mean, fucking
lobotomy isn't enough.
lobotomy, literally. Like the fucking Joker shit. Just fucking pencil on the table.
I'll invest some money, Benji.
I'm sorry, Timmy?
I said I'll invest some money in that.
Please.
Let's go.
You as a majority holder.
Let's go.
Because, man, I'm at that point where the antics that people do on social media or to like scam others, just I can't do it anymore.
We'll call it the trip of a lifetime.
Yeah.
It's free, so you know people love free stuff.
Yeah, we're a non-for-profit corporation.
Yeah, non-profit.
Yeah.
Non-profit fucking TISM Aeronautics.
That's fire. Hold on. I had to write that one down.
Cheap ACH. Yeah, like a lot of these fucking names are just having that same similar little setup. ADA. But yeah, I would
Most of those cryptos need to put all in one one group, and that's what I did. I like with Peppy, Doge, And I have to go through all my screenshots.
All the dog names.
Yeah, man, and they just all go together.
Yep.
Or one will lead, and when it takes off, you can just wait like 3 or 4 hours and then take the other ones, and
Yep.
they just pile into them.
There's the Timmy crypto, the big time, or like the big Timmy.
Dude, that's why I was posting all those like 500, 800% gainers like every day
Mm-hmm.
until BingX said, "Oh, we no longer support USA." Close my shit.
Damn. I don't know. Timmy was a little crypto trader. Hell yeah. I love that. STG. Yeah, I love these fucking names. Like,
Dude, they're so easy. Like crypto's like, I don't know, this stuff is like stupid.
yeah, it's very like what I love about this shit is that it is very. Fuck, what's the fucking word? Oh my god. It's much more algorithmic than anything else. That's what it is. It's so like
Yeah.
fucking pattern based, and you can OTE has worked like the best on this shit. Like I've never seen animals work so well on anything else. Like that's why they're so good, because they are mostly of like it's an algorithmic pattern, right? It's at the end of the day it's all fucking based on fibs, but holy fucking shit do they work like fucking magic on this fucking shit. On crypto they just
Here,
dude, they go
just
crazy.
here. I just tagged you in a post from April 20th last year. Talking about how they're just 4 hours. Ren, that was one. Peppy, Ren,
Oh yeah, Ren.
Meme.
Yep. Yep. Bing bing bong bing X.
Yeah, and they no longer support USA. They say.
Switch over
I
to
go to court. I go back to court. I go back to court September. No, they took all my money.
oh shit.
Yeah, took all my Bitcoin.
Oh damn. So they like fucking liquidated you with no fucking reason whatsoever.
They completely closed all. They closed all my shit.
That's fucked.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Took 880,000. I had 3.5 Bitcoin. I had like 112,000 in Doge. I had a 7 cent, like 7.3 average, 0.073 average on it.
Holy fuck.
Didn't even get to close it on the run up.
Damn. They fucking cucked you good, dude.
Yeah, they got me.
They said, nah, this guy's making some fucking money on this shit. Let's say we don't do US, haha. Let's close this shit up.
Yeah, I can still log on from my phone or my laptop, and they'll say we do not support.
That's crazy. I'm liking Zeta.
Hey, look at this one, Eddie.
What's it called?
There, 1,200%. My P&L ratio on Doge.
Cheapers.
You say jeepers?
Yeah. It's insane.
Dude, it's crazy. Like it's so easy. Like
Yeah, it's
some of the easiest trading I've ever had.
it is
It's so much
algorithmic as fuck.
caps or like.
Yeah, this shit is.
Oh,
It's
you were
like
doing
the only fuck shit about it is like it's those like run ups and people get in, and it's just like it's more volatile than like an actual stock, but it moves much better than anything in terms of how well it holds levels, how well it holds like OTEs and whatever. That's the nice
Dude,
thing about it.
I just played. So I played the 30 MA on the 4 hour and the 12 hour, and
30
It's
MA.
OTE, but I didn't even use fibs. Like I didn't even use fibs. I would look at it and be like, okay, well, I know there's a fair value gap on a high time frame here, and if I didn't catch the short, I'd wait and then just buy the dip and just freaking hit 50 to 150x margin and just watch it just freaking skyrocket.
So you said the 30 MA?
Yeah, the 30 SMA. Yeah.
Not EMA, right?
What the?
No,
hell?
no, no, no. EMAs
30
aren't.
SMA?
They lag too much. Yeah, the 30 SMA works on NQ too.
Hold on. Curious. I've never
Let's see,
heard of
smart money. Moving average simple. Let's see.
it.
Let me do this. 9 SMA. We're gonna do 30, and we're gonna lock it to the 4-hour, and we're gonna change the fucking color of this bitch too. Make it our golden line. Source line. Length.
So on the SMA and EMAs, dude, I've got a entire Excel sheet where I back tested one versus the other.
I guess, yeah, the way this is following it nicely.
Mm-hmm.
And even like if we go on the daily, it's still on the 4-hour. That's insane, yeah. So yeah, like a nice pullback on all of these down to that would be fucking solid.
Yeah.
Let me save that up so that keeps it on my chart. Yeah, ENS, Scale, SAT, Sleep, see Orca, Proms being a whore, Zai, Shiba. Yeah, ANKR looks good. Yeah, a lot of these I would want to see a nice pullback into those previous weeklies. At least a little bit inside the previous weekly candle, and then a continuation up from there. Kabonk, Soul. I'll look at some of these names before I head out. Soul was nice. Held that fair value gap. Just fucking face melter. That shit. Oh, yep. Yeah, a lot of these look fucking good. With these manipulations being there. Standard deviation, let's see, maybe like that. Yeah, -1, 1618, -3, -4, -5. Yeah, fucking send Soul to 300 and above.
That would be absolutely nuts.
Like, disgusting.
However, it is due. All these have been beaten down for so long.
Yeah. I mean, after like into Trump's fucking, it was pretty much into Trump's inauguration that everything was just fucking getting fucked.
Mm-hmm. We're finally getting somewhere, sort of, again.
Mm-hmm. Slowly but surely, right?
Yeah.
Kind of how it always has been. Take a look at XRP. These last ones. XRP, that's why nice little pullback on it. Let's take a look at the last one. The last one that everybody's watching for. ETF 500.
Wait.
The Zach Morris coin.
Elon Trump fart. I'm gonna hang myself.
Yeah. How's that, huh?
I'm gonna absolutely just suicide.
Commit. ETF 500 to the fucking moon, guys. Whatever.
And like I hate it, but again, like that's a chart you want to see,
Yeah.
but just on something I absolutely wish I didn't know existed.
Yeah. Like it's accumulating nicely, right? I mean, it's
Oh, 100%.
it's holding those monthly opens, those weekly opens, so it's doesn't look terrible.
Mm-mm. I just hate what it is.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
It's that Zach Morris fucking shit. It's so goofy. Oh my god, Pepe fucking animal exploded.
Yeah, that went nuts.
No, I don't want to delete data.
Good animal.
Fucking sickos. Yeah, just watching for everything. Just gonna give us a nice little retrace back down, and then we'll go from there. Or I can set alerts on this fucking sucker. Alerts to SMA.
He's on something with this SMA. Looking at it, it's respected pretty well. Very interesting.
Yeah.
I'm just not an EMA tard, really. The less things I can look at,
Yeah.
the better.
I feel
But
that.
I do have them on when I am like charting and checking on shit. Just like tell you.
Yep. That's same for me. Like I
So-
like SMAs and EMAs. It's just like mostly of like, well, okay, now that we're above this 200, right? Like when Shane and I or when I was looking at all of these shits, when we were looking at everything, we're like, okay, above the 200, above the monthly, we fucking go.
So the reason why I like the 20 and 30 SMA is because if we start consolidating between 1 and 2 o'clock,
Mhm.
if we pumped all day, like on a trend day, how many times between 11:30 and 1 o'clock do we tag the 30 and pump?
Mm-hmm.
Almost every time. If we pump all day, we get under the 20, 30.
Yeah.
Same thing to the upside. If we sell all day and we 130, we break the 20 or 30 SMA and we tag it, we back test it, guess what?
Dude, Timmy, your mic is fucked.
Is it? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. There's a lot of-
For a second,
Can
and
you hear
then
me
you're
now?
gone.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
way
yeah.
better.
How about? Okay.
That's
no,
phenomenal.
so like playing it with time. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, perfectly. Sorry, it was just funny.
No. No, playing it with time. Like 1:30, 2 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
They're great. Or 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock they're great with.
Yeah. But that's mostly
on the
like
5-minute chart.
stock related, yeah.
On anything.
Oh shit, okay. Noted. Writing down. Taking notes from Timmy. His shit fucking Timmy don't miss. Timmy knows his fucking shit. Like, actually.
Like I don't even like VWAP, but
Man
I
just
know
said
that
he got
I know that
800
at
grand in
open-
crypto taken away.
He was
I
so
know
good.
that,
Yeah, he got his shit taken away.
Like, are you kidding? Yeah, he was this guy.
dude, I'll re-download the app and I'll send you a picture. They will not let me log on.
They put him in a fucking timeout
That's so
corner and said,
funny.
nah, this kid, fuck him. Motherfucker's ripping us off. He's got a strategy.
Oh god, that's funny. My man
Banned.
certainly knows what the hell he's talking about. It's so good.
Yeah. Just wait till they ban Tim from fucking futures too.
No, honestly, they're gonna take away his trading view next.
Like this guy, nah, he can't even fucking back us. That's how bad we don't want him to fucking trade this shit. That's funny.
Nobody likes watching me backtest.
Yeah, Timmy's on the phone.
They all complain. They all complain it's either too small or too fast.
Yeah, to be on his fucking phone, it's the screen. He's like using the fucking line. He's like, all right, this is the fucking M pattern right there, and then we go over here, and it's so good though. It's so good to watch.
Dude, I spent a year, like 16, 20 hours a day back testing, like just learn to go fast.
Yep.
Now you're scary.
And now he's scary fucking fast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, somebody's got to do it though. Somebody's got to be good at this shit.
Yep.
Help guide others. Do the heavy lifting.
Mm-hmm.
If people don't have to, then they still won't do the easy lifting.
Yep. Yeah, if we can get some OT retraces, that'd be...
I mean, even if you didn't even want to learn all this stuff, if you just focused on pre-market, it'd simplify your trading. You know what I mean? Like, even like if you didn't want to spend time watching people's videos or anything, or learning anything at all, if you just focused on pre-market, it's freaking...
Yeah, pre-market.
Makes your stuff a lot easier.
Mm-hmm. Like Asian London session are wild. Say fit. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I think a lot of the shit will go diabolical here soon. I'm just gonna wait for next week to open, and then like tomorrow Sunday open is when I think we will be able to determine like the actual move of what we can do and the points where you will want to buy and re-enter into this fucking pump. I think we should get that tomorrow. On that, I think that might be it for today's.
I think we covered a lot today.
Crypto streaming, yeah. I did quite a bit, yeah. Oh, damn, we've been going for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
Went through a lot of names on the Blowfin list.
Mm-hmm. Quite a few, outlined some shit, went over some NQ stuff. Yeah, I think that might cut it for today. So for everyone that's watching, thank you so much for tuning in, for hanging out with us, for hunting for some animals. As always, make sure you check out that www.papertraders.io. Check out that little link in the corner over there. You'll be able, if you scroll to the bottom of the page, you'll be able to find all the previous live streams that we have done. So check those out. It's a link to our YouTube playlist that just has everything that we've ever covered, everything that we've ever done. All the live streams are on there. We're working on a little animals PDF right now with Shane. It's in the works. Maybe it'll go live. Let's say maybe sometime late next week, if not next weekend. But we'll try to get it out as soon as possible. Maybe I'll even do a course on animals if anybody's interested. Saw quite a bit of people just saying shit with ICT combined.
I'm signed up.
All right, bet.
I'm signed up.
You guys will get the entry. What else is there? Yeah, www.papertraders.io. We're posting a lot of setups in there, like what we don't see on stream, right? We cover the basic shit on stream. Inside the Paper Traders, we're actually breaking the price down, showing you, hey, this is what we're looking to happen. And a lot of times it plays out pretty nicely, right? Benji posts his levels in there. He's a fucking magician with his shit. Timmy's in there. He's dissecting the market candle by fucking candle. And it is fucking insane watching him execute his shit. So make sure you give him a follow, Big Timmy Hedge. Make sure you give Benji a follow, ES Benji. He's still not at the 300 followers that we need him to be at. And we needed to get his...
We're now 10 away, so we're close.
We need his eyebrow routine. Bad. So please, anyone who has not fucking done it, go check him out. Phenomenal trader. He's also in our community. So if you guys want to get close and personal with him, check it out.
Trying to make new friends.
Other than that, and also check out Hayes Beats. That's a great guy. Partner in crime. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Give it a like, give it a share. I mean, that's how we grow, right? Want more people to see these things. So retweet or repost, whatever you fucking want to call it nowadays. Not trying to be politically correct here on Twitter. Check it out. Or give us a like, give us a share. Just support the community. Check out at the Paper Traders as well. That will be the last one I'll mention. At the Paper Traders, we're currently doing a giveaway for a lifetime subscription on there. I believe you have to... let me check it out. Just confirm what rules you got to follow. Where is she? I think it's like, retweet, and tag a friend in the comments, and you're automatically entered for a lifetime subscription. So you won't have to pay anything, right? Yeah, follow, retweet, follow the Paper Traders, and tag a friend, and you'll be entered for this giveaway. I'm going to quote it right now. So spread the love if you guys want a little sub. If you want to just check us out for a week, totally can. That's $9.99. It's nothing. It's a fucking shitty ass espresso or a little frappuccino at your favorite fucking
Skip your coffee
place.
for a day.
Exactly.
And
All right.
all that
You can
money.
make that on one SPX contract at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Timmy's posting that shit like no tomorrow. So, other than that,
Besides Friday, Trump fucked that up.
yeah. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And we will see you tomorrow. Peace out.